Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Mylo's Mansion. This time together with Vluarr.
What's up?
Before we get into it, I just want to do a little, I don't know, what is it? A little tease that the song, I've been posting it for quite some while. The It's Good mashup that I played in India. It's our song together. Collab we're working on. It's not finished at the moment yet. We're still working on it. But maybe by the time you guys are listening to this, it's out already or not. But let's see. We're working on it. Cool. Let's dive in. We always have little questions here just to fire off things, get things going. Is it true that you could read notes earlier than books?
Well, I started making music before I went to school, so in that case it could be true. It's a very long time ago, so I can't remember exactly, but yeah, it sounds good in the bio, and then
sounds cool for the bio.
Could be true, yeah.
Because you're I know this from Mylo. Your mom is like she's like a professional violinist player.
So my mom is a professional. She plays the violin in an orchestra. My father plays the double bass, also classical music, and myself when I was 4, I started playing the cello. It's like between the double bass and the violin, so it was a good mix between my parents. And yeah, I was raised like very classical music wise, and
nice.
old school. So
sick. Yeah, I mean you can kind of hear like in your music as well. But yeah, like does she? I've heard that she also has she like played something for your songs?
Yeah, for sure. I think she in all the songs that are out right now, she played in like 3 or 4 of them.
That's sick.
Yeah, it's nice to have someone around that just can play like.
Yeah. Because I think that's one of like the hardest things to like realistically recreate. Like strings.
It doesn't, when you find like a sound or a bank, so it doesn't really. It sounds good, but it never sounds like how you want it. Maybe.
No.
Now you get want to get the feeling across, but yeah.
Yeah, especially if you just like throw chords in there, it's like I don't know. It's very.
Well, I make the chords beforehand, and then I still do it write the MIDI, and then my mother can play the MIDI. So yeah.
Nice.
That's how it works.
Strings, yeah. I mean, I wish it was easier because I like love strings in music, but I need to call your mom.
It's same for guitar because like I don't know many people who can play guitar, and I have some banks, but guitar in songs, like for me it sounds always better. And for me that's hard to find.
I mean, I think it's like because I use the thing from Contact, the Strum. Like it's
Stunt acoustics.
Yeah. If you, well, it depends how you use it, but if you like bury them a little bit in the mix, and it's like more of like a background rhythm kind of thing, it works.
Yeah.
But if you really want to have like a lead as a guitar, it doesn't really work.
Yeah.
But just to get like an acoustic feel a little bit.
Of course, the same with strings. You can put like under it and layer.
Yeah. I think with strings, it's like just. I don't know. For me, it doesn't really
work if
it's not real.
Yeah.
No. Cool. Let's move on. From the studio to Tomorrowland and Ushuaia. I think for both of us that were like, at least for me, also Ushuaia was one of my first songs. How was that for you?
First, what do you mean?
First shows actually. Yeah,
like that. Yeah. Well. The funny
like
thing,
big shows.
The funny thing was like Tomorrowland was actually my first festival ever, so it was crazy for me to be able to do that as my first festival, and when Corona hit, like for many DJs who already played like around the world, for example yourself, I can imagine like it's been a bit of a big hit when Corona came.
Yeah.
For me, nothing changed because for me it was good because I was already in the studio making music. I didn't have any shows, so for me it didn't really change that much. I could just focus on making music, what I was doing already, and then like I got picked up like by Stamp and by Martijn and everyone, and then all of a sudden Tomorrowland came around, and it was such a shock in the beginning. Just like you never. I've played once during ADE. I think at Melo's party or Mesto's party like a couple years ago, and after that nothing, and then Tomorrowland came. Yeah, it was surreal for me.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Like, how was your first response when you, I guess you got like an email or something with like the offer?
Yeah, at first I sent the email to like a couple of friends of mine, like, for example, like I think Mesto and Set Hills, to how do you say it? To ask them, is this real? Like, isn't this a scam or something? Because I couldn't believe it, and they said no, bro, this is real. And I was like, okay, what the hell? But I always had like, if it didn't happen yet, I can't really like enjoy it or believe it. Because I don't want to get my hopes up already for something that didn't happen. But when like it was 1 week or 2 weeks before Tomorrowland, I knew it was going to happen. So when the first mail came, I couldn't believe it. But when I got to Tomorrowland, it was so surreal. And
that's crazy. Yeah, I mean, I remember. I think I've talked about this many times, but like previous episodes, like Ushuaia, I think, was also for me, this is like maybe 2015 or something, like one of the first, like I always used to go to Ibiza with my family and like have family vacations there, and I knew about all the clubs. And then I got an email or like a text from Martin's manager, like, yo, do you want to play at Ushuaia? And I got like an offer as well, like, you know, before that, I always used to play like school parties and that kind of stuff, and got like, I don't know, 80 euros at the end of the night. Hey, have a good night.
And you can sell yourself as well. And stuff.
Yeah, exactly. And now all of a sudden, I had like a serious offer for a show, and it was like pretty serious money as well. Like I'd never made any serious money with music before. Yeah. And I remember, like, in my mind, I was already thinking, oh, now I can get, like, a new MacBook.
New Bugatti.
New Bugatti. I can get, like, a new MacBook to, you know, get stuff for the studio. Yeah. Even before it even happened, I was already, like, thinking about all this stuff. And it's I don't know. I think those times are probably the most fun times when it's, like, all new and special, I think.
It's so, like, it's exciting and as well nervous feeling, but a good nervous feeling. Yeah, it's a fun time. Yeah, exactly.
Let's move on. As a young DJ and producer, how would your ideal music industry look like in 10 years?
AI, everything. No.
We don't have to do anything anymore. AI?
No, I don't know. I hope in 10 years still there are going to be a lot of chances for like new people that come in and not only for the people that are making it right now. But there's going to be new chances for new producers every time. Because I think that's the only way to keep like the music industry
fresh,
and exciting, and for everyone to listen to.
Yeah, I don't know. It's. I'm not trying to offend anyone, but like it's like if you look at festivals and stuff, and I get it, they're like the legends, the biggest guys out there, but like the headliners literally have been the same, I think, for the last 10 years maybe. And of course there are like new people coming up here and there, but mainly I feel like it's still like the same headliners for the last.
But maybe because like 10 years, maybe 20 years ago, that was when like EDM made like a very big jump, and
it's still all been new, kind of like it hasn't been around for like that long.
No, but like I think the people who made it then are still playing at big festivals, and it's way harder for like the newcomers to be able to headline these shows. For a couple of exceptions, of course, but yeah. I hope it in 10 years there will be more chances for like the newer artists and stuff.
Yeah, same. I mean,
that's not no disrespect to
no, not at all. Not at all. Hopefully we get the chance to play as well. Yeah. No, but yeah, I mean, definitely, like, I don't know, it's why that is, like, why I feel like it's became a bit harder maybe now than it was like 5 or 6 years ago. Yeah. But also maybe I feel like there's way more competition. Like,
true.
At the time, at least for me, now there's so much information on the internet and like tutorials and whatever that like it's a lot easier to get into producing and stuff.
Yeah.
I think I'm not sure when you started really producing.
I think like with electronic music, I think 7 years ago, but like the last 4 years, like serious, 5 years serious.
Yeah, because like when I remember when I was starting out, I mean there was still like YouTube, but I'm not that old, but but there was like less. I don't know, it wasn't that much of a big thing, like tutorials and all that stuff. I literally spent like maybe 2 weeks just to get like a couple basic sounds out of Logic. And like nowadays, there's like literally you can get like a whole tutorial and like get some. I mean, it's not like professional sounding, but like get like a
get very close
crappy first idea in like maybe 2, 3, 4 weeks.
I really liked the time, by the way, when it was so a big thing to make a cool sound, and you just spent 2 weeks on it, and you had a sound. It was so crazy. Now what you said, like you can have it in 10 minutes, or like close to a sound in 10 minutes, but yeah. It was different, but like it's you say it's harder now to get recognized and stuff, right?
Yeah.
But I think that for me was like what I was saying. Corona was a good thing for me actually, because I didn't do any shows, and if I had to compete with show wise, I wouldn't be able to do it.
Yeah.
But now everything was purely like production, because there weren't any shows, and that was my chance to get it out there. And I knew, like for example, Mesto and you yourself, I knew you guys already, so I was able to showcase my music to you guys as well. And like how do you say gun? I don't know.
It's the English word. I know, it's just like I mean, I guess like Mesto and like I don't know, we kind of like helped you getting stuff out there, and like with Martijn and with Stamped, team at Stamped and everyone. Yeah,
and I'm forever grateful for that. So it was like a very nice position to show you guys my music. So
I mean, also felt like it was again also like something super fresh at the time. Like I feel that's what I hear very much in your songs. Like you really spend a lot of time on the sound design and like the atmosphere and like which sometimes happens a bit. Like for me myself, I'm more of like a preset guy, to be honest. Like I don't like to spend too much time on like sound design. Like I don't know, it just bores me at some point. And I just want to get like the overall thing done instead of messing around with a sound like all the time, which is, I mean, everyone is different with producing. But I thought it was really cool that with your stuff, like it was like very like weird sounding and
I like sometimes if I'm too focused on a sound, like the whole creative perspective of like making a song goes a bit away, because I'm too focused on the sound, and I need to work on it, because like it's better to first have your creative overall idea, I think, and then focus on like the things like that. So I think that's something that really helped for me as well. Like first to get like the overall like structure of a song, like where you want to have all the parts and like just basically place everything everywhere, and then start to like fill in the sounds and like first the whole arrangement and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
So you kind of, I don't know, I kind of always feel like I have at least like somewhat of a product instead of just like a little.
Yeah, for me, if I have a good sound, if I'm happy with the sound, I can make the whole track around it pretty quick. But first I need to have like the sound of the, for example, lead or bass sound good. So yeah, but it depends every time. But and everybody is different in their working method. So
I mean, interesting just to like how it's different for you. Cool. Are you, well, I think this is a good connection. Are you a quick or a slow producer?
It really depends. I think you have the same. If you have an idea that you really like, it could be like the first 10 seconds. Then you can work so quick. You can have like a whole song in like maybe 1 hour even.
Yeah.
And most of the time, those ideas are the best songs. If the songs are produced most quickly are the best songs in my opinion.
True.
But yeah, sometimes you could like a couple months for a song. It also depends on I think if you're making the song all by yourself, or if there's like a instrumentalist or vocalist working on it as well, because sometimes you have to wait a bit for
frustrating. But I get it. Like sometimes with like even with like songwriting and stuff, like the songwriters chase me to like get the vocals done or like get the vocals produced, and I'm like, yeah, but I have 10 other songs to work on, and like I totally get the frustration, because when I'm working on something and it's the other way around, I'm like, can you please record the vocals already?
Process and you want to like to work and some
but I mean in general I'm pretty slow. Because I don't know, I have to be careful. I think Marty once said something about like making music is like making a painting, like you don't have to wait too long because otherwise the paint dries. Like I have that when I stay in, like I have like a little idea and I don't move quickly enough, I will just keep listening to the idea the entire day. Progress. I won't progress. Like I won't actually get into like making an actual song, but then I'll just like start tweaking tiny things that don't make sense at all. So I think sometimes it's good to, I don't know, keep moving forward with a song. With
some ideas it's easier to move forward than true. Other songs.
Sometimes it also means that just maybe the idea isn't that great.
It's hard to accept sometimes.
But I don't know. And then some songs I also have like that I really, really love the idea a lot, but I just can't get it to sound how I want it to sound. Just maybe also, it's also for me really super hard to, once you have like an actual whole track and like an idea, to then go in again and like tweak the sound of it.
Do you find it hard to like say to yourself, okay, this song is finished?
Also, of course.
I think I'm good at that now. Not that I'm thinking like, okay, it's okay now, whatever, I'll do it, but I'll sign it. But sometimes you don't need to search for things that don't be needed.
True.
I think I can easier say now than that a song is finished, and it feels like it's kind of ease. Or So
I don't know. For me, it a song is only feels finished. I think for me it only starts feeling finished until it's like actually released for like maybe 2 or 3 weeks, and I start to like get used to like how it sounds.
You can change it,
and I can't really can't change it anymore. Then I accept like, okay, I actually and a lot of times when it like also live, when I play it live and it sounds good, then I can really accept like, okay, it's finished now. Oh, Siri wants to join into the conversation.
Give him a mic.
No, Siri, you're not in the conversation. But I don't know. It's hard to.
Do you listen to your songs when it's released often? Because
no.
you just can't. Like,
no.
You heard the songs already so many times. It's
sometimes when you're like, I don't know, when I'm. It could be anywhere, like when you're like meeting new people and like you're sort of like telling about yourself at a party, and then sometimes people think they like it when then they start playing your music for everyone. It's so annoying.
Exactly.
I'm like, no, please, just turn it off.
I can imagine if you play it live at a show, you can get a new feeling with a new impulse, but like if friends like for fun just play your music he made this, it's like okay.
It's so awkward.
It's awkward a bit.
I don't know why, actually. It's like I don't know,
it's not. I don't think it's not that we're not proud of the songs
No,
we make, but
not
like
at all.
you already heard it for like so many times. And
Yeah, true.
yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I'll sometimes, like, when friends come over in the studio, like, a lot of people don't get how we can literally be listening to, like,
Yeah.
and sometimes it's not even like the actual song, but just like literally 3 seconds.
Yeah.
And you're listening to that for like 4 hours
Yeah.
because you're just like tweaking something.
Yeah.
But yeah, for some people that can be annoying apparently.
Yeah, but you need to get it if...
No,
yeah.
true. Yeah, like in your mind, you're like tweaking and you have like an idea where you want to go with the sound. It's
From
like
the outside world, it seems weird. I get it.
It's different. But yeah, guys, so don't do that to us. You can listen to it when we're not there.
Yeah.
Please still stream our music, please. No, but yeah, I know it's a weird feeling. Yeah. Sometimes even at like a restaurant or whatever, and like it's awkward.
For me, like that kind of stuff, like it never really happened that much to me. So it's kind of surreal if I hear my songs, for example, a gym or something. That's still cool.
I mean, I don't know. For some reason, that's different.
Yeah.
When it's like at a gym and like, or like I don't know, on the radio, for example. Yeah. I don't know. For some reason, that's different.
I think that's really cool. Still,
it's still super cool.
It's different than a friend when a friend comes up to you and plays you the song.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, a couple of weeks ago in the gym, actually. What was it? I'm not sure. I think it was Find You. But I know, yeah, it's still like an interesting feeling, and like just to like be there and like look at all the people that don't care about the music because they're working out, and you're like, yeah, but I made the song.
They're not going away, so it's good.
they're not leaving the gym. Yeah.
That's good.
Well, thank you for joining in.
Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you guys for listening. If you are listening, see you guys in the next episode. Take care.
Cheers.